the car and on the road, you know, skateboarding.
So what's the normal size for a skateboard?
Typically, standard definition of a skateboard would be 33 inches or less.
Okay. So it is a longer board.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So how do you ride it? You kind of alluded to that. But
Well, typically you stand on your feet, but I have a different way of going at it. I skateboard on my hands. In fact, I believe I skateboard on my hands better than I do my feet, to be honest. It's interesting. Like just a local park up here, Cherokee Park, people see me skateboard on my hands, flying past them, going like literally 30 miles an hour, and it just, younger guys, it inspires people. Older folk, it scares the living daylight out of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got Myrtle up there going, Myrtle, did you see that kid on his hands?
Oh, yeah.
What happened there?
I've had people stop me and just take pictures with them, just from out of town, and it just blows their mind. It really does.
So how long have you been skateboarding or boarding on your hands?
Well, born and raised in St. Petersburg, Clearwater area, Florida. I'm normally on the water. I started skimboarding and surfing and windsurfing, and then when I came up here to go to college, I found out that I was landlocked, so there really wasn't any water, and I decided to jump on the next best thing, which was this longboard here. And probably I could say I've been skateboarding now for a good 12, maybe 10 years. 10 years. Yeah.
I've got shirts older than that.
Well, I'm born 1990, so I'm a 90s baby.
Oh, well, why don't you just brag a little bit?
Yeah, I've got habits older than that.
Yeah.
So, Robert, what announcement? You're here in the studio today. What's the announcement?
Well,
the big announcement.
Overall, I plan on doing here in Louisville the Guinness World Record for the longest handstand on a skateboard in the world. I feel honored because I'm not only representing a record for the human race, but I get to do it here in Louisville with all my friends and family, and I got lots of help from you, Sean. I appreciate it, and I just can't wait really to knock it out. For a while, I was kind of trying to gather some sponsorship things going on, but I think what I'm gonna do is just knock it out, just come out of the blind work with it, the woodwork, and just surprise everybody.
Absolutely. Now, you brought in the studio today a breakdown of what the Guinness Book of World Records requirements are. Kat, can you help me with that?
Yeah, the skateboard handstand longest distance, the definition of the record. This record is for the greatest distance on a skateboard while standing on your hands. Oh, I can't wait to see this.
It's definitely awesome.
This is to be attempted by an individual only. This record is measured in meters and centimeters, with the equivalent imperial measurement also given in feet and inches.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun,
So what's
dun,
the secret to your
my
success here,
goodness.
breaking this record?
Well, to be honest, there's a few variables. There's a few variables when finding the correct spot. The first one would be the texture of the road. The smoother, the better the road. And then the second variable would be the traffic congestion. I really don't want to go head on into oncoming traffic, so that's another variable. And then the third variable, which is honestly I think the most important, is actually the how aggressive the hill is. Before, when they gave me the contingencies around doing the record, they gave me a slope requirement, and they said I couldn't go so many rides per run, but I talked to the people there in Geddes, and they went ahead and took away that contingency, so now I can do it on a hill as steep as I want, which allows for the more speed and therefore further length in the distance. So.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That just scared the crap out of me.
But my current,
I'm not even doing it.
If you want to see anything, guys, I have a YouTube page. I started making my own videos, just recording with a GoPro camera, and it's just an awesome camera. It's waterproof. Hopefully, maybe get sponsored, But anyways, it's if you go on youtube.com/Poongooner, it's just a old nickname. Yeah, yes.
What? I'm sorry.
Can you spell that for me?
Yeah, really.
Poongooner. Punegooner. Yeah, and I'm gonna. It's a nickname I got in middle school and high school for wrestling.
Okay, back up. You're gonna have to tell me why did you get that name?
Well, I
started to.
I had the knack with the ladies growing up in school and stuff. So all my buddies call me the Poongooner.
That's what I thought it meant.
And well, I'm actually the only Poongooner in the world, I believe, on YouTube. Yeah, if you look it up, Poongooner.
Well, then it would be very easy to find you.
Yeah, for sure.
Or just Google Poon.
Or you could just
no, don't Google Poon. Don't Google Poon.
I'm sorry.
Well,
you guys interrupted before I
so
finished
much that comes up.
Man, I'm thinking of future endeavors. Poon juice for her and goon juice for him.
Oh, no.
No.
The Poon Gooner. You know, that's
Oh
the only
my
reason you
gosh.
got that name is because they didn't have YouTube when I was your age.
Folks, if you're
Joking.
just tuning in, we have Robert Ellis, a.k.a. Poon Gooner, amateur skateboarder, in the studio live with Louisville Arts Live, talking about the record.
Gets the people going.
Guinness record that he's going to be breaking here locally, supported by local
And-
organizations.
And that Guinness Book of World Records does not involve Poon. Let's
Yeah,
classify.
no.
Let's
like,
clear
so-
that up real quick.
I'm thinking about doing it in a Speedo, though. So, I mean...
Oh my God, then it might involve Poon. Sorry.
I mean, just like full open eagle, sprawl on my legs, you know, upside down,
Oh, wow.
30 miles, yeah.
What kind of show are we doing?
Yeah, really. We're doing a Poon Goon show.
Yeah.
So when you get this award, and they give you the certificate from Guinness, are you going to have Robert Ellis or Poon Gooner?
I'm thinking AKA, also known as. Yeah, I get a nice size, you know, real thick plaque. I think it's made of mahogany or something. I don't know, but the plaque looks
It's
pretty
a
cool.
keeper.
Yeah.
You know, this entire little interview, since we're talking about the inches and the centimeters and how long and how short, has been a "that's what she said" joke from the get-go.
Yeah.
So that's what she said. I got to throw it out there. That's it. I'm done.
Folks, this is what we do, the live entertainment with Louisville Arts Live. Thanks for tuning in. Now, Robert, so again, you've got video clips, but you were talking about your video that you capture, and you can do it from different angles. You said you had it strapped to your ankle, you've had it strapped to your board.
Yep.
So you're looking at it first person.
Right. I think really with this GoPro camera, I mean, I've been literally attaching the camera to the back of my ankle using Velcro. You know, strapping it on your forehead because it's got a helmet spot there for it, and then outside of that, you know, just literally mounting it to my skateboard itself. It just allows for like just different perspective. You know, like let's say somebody who really can't skateboard, you know, they get first hand look at what it would be like, you know, to just rush down a hill.
That's what she said.
But what really initially got me going with this was I was just at Cherokee Park, and I was with a friend of mine, and we started off with just a cell phone camera, just your typical cell phone video, nothing fancy, and I looked at him and I said, man, you know, I'm gonna do a handstand down this whole hill. And he's like, okay. And it was last winter, so there wasn't really too many people out on the road. And sure enough, when I did it, it hit me. I knew. I put it on YouTube, 20,000 hits on YouTube. GoPro shared it on their Facebook. Red Bull sent me a package. So it just that was all it took. You know, I got a letter of recognition from Red Bull, and I just from there on, I just thought to myself, I was sitting at home one day, I was like, man, there's got to be a Guinness World Record for this. And so I looked it up. Sure enough, you know, they approved me for the record. Put me on. I guess the current record's 2,255 feet. And that's a grip there itself. It's set by a gentleman named Sam out in Madison, Wisconsin. So I plan to top that, you know, here in Louisville. My current best is just over a mile, and that's 5,280 feet. So that's a good grip upside down to be on your hands. You know, it's an extreme sport for sure. Maybe create a whole another skateboarding genre, handstand skateboarding.
There you go.
Well, this is Possibility City, so anything is possible.
Keep
we
it
need
over
to
weird.
come out with our TV,
Absolutely.
our show. We need to come out and
Exclusive,
film you.
yeah.
Well, I would love that. You know,
Doing
talking about
this.
all this production, I use like some knockoff Sony Vegas movie Platinum HD. You know, it's not. You know, it renders in
Oh no! Let me just tell you, I got you covered.
Okay,
brother.
yeah, it renders in high definition, but I got to keep the frame rate low. Just, you know, the quality is not
Well, YouTube
all there.
quality, yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
We
So-
will do that for sure. That would be an amazing thing. To watch. Although I have to say though, while I'm sitting here listening to you talk about this and all this stuff, the only thing I can think in my head is, good God, please don't land on your face.
Well,
Don't fall. No, I mean, and I don't mean for that to sound at all
no,
bad.
thanks. I take
It's just like going down a hill on a
Yeah.
skateboard. If something like that did happen,
Well,
You would have problems with the poon.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
There'd be no poon goon in there, buddy. Let me tell you.
It'd just be the Goonie.
I have to change my name to Scarface.
Well,
It's the Gooner right there. That's it.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you though, as long as you've been doing this, have you had any bad accidents with
I had
it?
my fair share. It's funny you mentioned that. The Louisville rugby team was at Cherokee Park, and they were all out there, group like, I guess, 100 guys out there. The worst time I've ever fallen. It's the only time it's been captured on camera. It's on my YouTube page if you look it up. But here I am just zooming down the hill upside down, and sure enough, I get a little bit of what's called speed wobble, hit a pebble, and just, man, fall down. There's literally like 3 different camera angles. Smack my chin on the concrete. But I've always been taught, I've always been told, you learn how to fall, you don't learn how to skateboard. So when you fall, then you have the confidence to skateboard. The way
I'm
you
too
want.
old for that crap.
That's
I started
cool.
skateboarding now, I'd be dead.
Well, folks, there you heard it first. There's an announcement that this will be broken here in Louisville.
Guinness World Record.
And you heard the collaboration commitment from Bill TV to cover it.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
That's
Now,
happening.
while you're here, solicit for other sponsorship. This is your opportunity. Talk to the camera.
Oh, okay. Well,
Talk
first
to the
and
people at
foremost,
home.
I just want to give a shout out to all my friends and family who've motivated me last few months. I mean, at first I kind of thought about this as a little erroneous idea, kind of what you'd call a pipe dream. But to be honest, I mean, I've gotten lots of feedback. I mean, free merchandise, whether it be skateboards or just like here I am now on a radio show, and I mean, it's definitely something that I think can inspire people. If it wasn't for skateboarding, I'd be lost right now. I'd probably be, out on the street doing drugs or something. I think skateboarding is what a lot of people can look towards as a way out in this, in this city here, just for example.
Amen. Amen.
Yep.
So for future sponsors,
Oh, well, Red Bull gives you wings. Hopefully they'll holler at me. Let's see, GoPro, be a hero. Like I said, if you've seen any of the GoPro commercials, they're all really extreme. Like I said, they all press on the point of view perspective, being able to take this little camera. Can I grab it and show it on the camera real quick?
sure, but you'll have to describe it on air
No.
for the listeners at
Well,
home.
this
You
camera
cannot
is,
show
this
it.
camera is literally smaller than the palm of my hand. It's smaller than a pack of cigarettes, and it films in high definition. It's waterproof, like I said, in the case, I believe up to 50 meters, and it's shockproof. Water resistant. It's everything you need as far as extreme sports goes, in my opinion.
All right. Well, we got 2 potential
Especially-
sponsors.
Oh, and
right there.
let's see, one more. Nike, just do it. Nike, just do it. I can dig that. Maybe a glove sponsor for my,
For the poon gooning.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like it's they have Nike SBs. I'm thinking Nike PGs.
Oh, God.
The poon goons.
Yeah,
There we go.
Nike Penguins. They'll be gloves actually.
And sir, how can folks stay up with when this is going to happen and what you're doing? You got some social media? You got
Yeah,
a
actually,
website?
one of the things I created here in Louisville is it's on Facebook. It's a group called Louisville Longboarders. It's a place where everybody can get on and post future skate rallies. We set up events.
Bite your tongue there, Sean.
That's what she said, huh? Anyways, thank you. I go ahead and I kind of rally up everybody in Louisville. It's a way for all of us to connect. Believe it or not, there's not one skate shop here in Louisville that sells longboards. I believe the market for longboarding is coming back. I think your typical individual doesn't really shortboard because it's a little bit more intricate with flip tricks. It doesn't progress as much. Whereas longboarding to me is a form of transportation. It's just
Funny, it actually started out by the surfers out
Yeah.
in California.
Yep,
Yeah.
correct.
Little bit. I had a little bit of a what do they call that? What's the show we watch? The nerdy one.
You're talking about History Channel,
Yeah.
Discovery.
Phil TV?
No, what's the nerd channel that we were? The nerd show that we watch. Never mind. I can't think
don't
about it. I'm
know.
sorry. I'm
History
sorry.
Detectives.
No, the one with Sheldon and all of them.
Oh,
Big Bang Theory. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Had a
yeah.
Big Bang Theory moment. Sorry about that.
That's awesome.
Gosh, I couldn't even get it out. That's what she said.
Sean,
I don't know if that's
Anyway,
a
go ahead.
reliable, reputable source, by the way.
No, it's not. Well, that's not. I just said I had a moment from them, but I do know for a fact that that was started by the surfers out there in California. When the
Correct.
waves were too much, they would find ways to transport and surf.
Yep. The company that I actually ride with, Gravity Skateboards, sorry, I forgot about you guys. There you go. I'd love to be sponsored. But they're actually based out in California, and for that reason, that's just the area that all originated.
See, I do my research too.
Yeah.
It was literally 3 minutes ago, but that's what she said.
Well, folks,
Well, I tell her, you want to ride my longboard?
That's a great pickup line.
Yeah, it works.
Mine is usually, hey, I'm drunk and you look good. I'm
Joking.
joking.
Cat, does it work?
No, it didn't, because he tried it with me a good 3 years before we ever even got together for the first time.
Yeah, the only thing it took was a cup of coffee and some of my man charm.
No, I just needed some coffee. I had to drive home that night, and I was an hour away. I needed some caffeine.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is Louisville Arts Live. We have Sean and Kat with Ville TV as our co-host today, and we have just been interviewing Robert Ellis, amateur skateboarder who's going to be breaking the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest handstand on a longboard.
While it's moving.
While it's moving.
Moving.
At
And
a
the longest
fast pace.
gooning.
Yeah, it'd be either longboard or just skateboard.
Well, Sarah, we want to thank you for being on the show, and we will stay up with you. We'll have you back on the show, and I think Ville TV is going to cover this event for you.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys.
Yes.
I'm glad to be